So let's start about the Indian subcontinent. Let's start with the Indian subcontinent. And if we talk about the Indian subcontinent, let's start with the passage. The Indian subcontinent is a big, colorful place with lots of different things. It's like a giant puzzle, and each piece is special. From super tall mountains to the north, to beautiful beaches in the south, to the countries here like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka. This makes this place very unique and fantastic. Long ago, smart people built big cities and drew cool pictures on walls. We still see these clever designs in the land today. People in the Indian subcontinent follow different ways of praying, like Hindus, Buddhists, Sikhs, and Jains. It's like having lots of friends with different favorite things. The land here has all sorts of places, from flat fields near rivers to hot sandy deserts. Rainy days called monsoon help farmers grow yummy food. Imagine a giant shower for the land. People in the Indian subcontinent love to have fun together. They throw big parties for festivals like Diwali. Their lights sparkle everywhere, and Holi, where everyone plays with colorful powders. You smear colors on each other's faces. It's like a giant happy playground. Now, can you name two types of places mentioned in the passage? We have mentioned the mountains, we have mentioned the beaches, we have named what is the name of tall snowy mountains. They are the Himalayas. When we talk about how does the rain called monsoon help the farmers in the Indian subcontinent, as described in the passage, the rain showers help, are known as monsoon. It helps the farmers grow your yummy crops. Then how does smart people in the past, that we still see today in the Indian subcontinent, smart people in the past, they build big cities and do cool pictures on walls, and we can see the same designs in currently as well. So if we talk of Indian subcontinent, it is a region in South Asia that is defined by geographical, cultural, and historical factors. It is very vast. It has diverse land masses that includes countries like India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Maldives. Now, Indian subcontinent is characterized by diverse geography. It has a lot of big geography. And if we talk of its geography, it is diverse, right? It has Himalayan mountains in the north, fertile plains of Ganga and Indus River, and coastal regions along the Indian Ocean. This region has a long and a complex history with a lot of ancient civilization. We have studied the Indus Valley civilization and the Vedic period. It contributes a cultural heritage. Religiously, if we talk about this place, it has people of different religions like Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism. Islam also has a lot of presence in Pakistan and Bangladesh. The Indian subcontinent is a region of immense diversity, which has a rich diversity of cultures, language, religions, and tradition that contribute to its unique identity. If we get a question like this, what is Indian subcontinent? It is characterized by its diverse geography, including the Himalayas, the fertile plains, the rivers, the coastal regions, and it has given a birth to a lot of religions. It is also known for its variety of cultures, languages, religions, and traditions. India is one of the most important countries in the continent of Asia. It is a country of vast geographical expansion. It is bounded by the lofty Himalayas in the north, Arabian Sea in the west, Bay of Bengal in the east, Indian Ocean in the south. So it is the seventh largest country in the world. You need to remember this. If we divide the world into eastern and western hemisphere, which hemisphere India will belong to? Check and let us know. It is great in many respects in its glorious past, that is multiple cultures and languages in various religions and secular nature of government. Secular nature means that you respect the other religions also, and its vast range of landform and natural resources. India has diversity of landforms in the forms of Himalayan mountains. They are vast. We have Himalayan mountains, we have the northern plains, we have the Great Indian Desert, we have the uneven plateau surface, we have coast and the islands. So every type of climate, every type of vegetation, every type of wildlife is found in the world. And if we see, along with this, the great diversity, India is the most populated country. It is the most unified one. Now let's find the location and extent. If we talk of the exact location and extent, India has an area of 3.28 million square kilometer. The north-south extent from Kashmir to Kanyakumari is about 3,200 kilometer, and the east-west extension 2,900 किलोमीटर. ना ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर जो हमने अभी पढ़ा 23.5 डिग्री नॉर्थ में पास करता है, तो कंट्री को ऑलमोस्ट हाफ में डिवाइड करता है. जो इसका लैटिट्यूडनल एक्सटेंट है, दिस इज 8 डिग्री 4 नॉर्थ टू 37 डिग्री 6 नॉर्थ. अगर वेस्ट से ईस्ट हम देखें तो 68 डिग्री 7 ईस्ट एंड 97 डिग्री 25 ईस्ट लॉन्गिट्यूड है. Southern part of a country is a peninsula. It is surrounded by water bodies on three sides. The Arabian Sea is along the west, The Bay of Bengal is, Arabian Sea is on the west, Bay of Bengal is on the east, and Indian Ocean is in the southern tip. Now, due to big longitudinal extent of about 29 degrees, there could be a slight difference in local time. So we have adopted, so there's a difference of 2 hours, right? And this difference is plugged by using 82 degree 34 east as a standard Indian standard time, which we have studied in the previous chapter. Now, what is a peninsula? Peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on three sides, right? Now, India के neighbor कौन से हैं? Let's understand that. So there are 7 countries that share the boundaries with India. China, Nepal north में है, Bhutan, Bangladesh और म्यांमार ईस्ट में है, पाकिस्तान और अफगानिस्तान नॉर्थ वेस्ट में है. The islands of Sri Lanka and Maldives are neighbors in the south. Sri Lanka is separated from India by the Park Strait. This is also very important. Now, if we talk of the political and the let's see the political map. India is a vast country. For administration, if we talk of the states, India has 28 states, 8 union territories. दिल्ली हमारा नेशनल कैपिटल है, राजस्थान लार्जेस्ट स्टेट है, गोवा स्मॉलेस्ट स्टेट है. अब फिर हमने हमारे पास जगह है जैसे उत्तराखंड, झारखंड, छत्तीसगढ़ जो न्यूली फॉर्म स्टेट्स हैं. ये जो स्टेट्स हैं ये ना दे हैव देयर ओन डिफरेंट लैंग्वेज. सबसे ज्यादा पॉपुलर स्टेट कौन सा इंडिया में? उत्तर प्रदेश, राइट. ये जो स्टेट्स हैं आगे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में भी डिवाइडेड हैं. Now let's come to the physical division. Physical division की बात करें तो we have northern monsoon, we have the northern plains, we have the peninsula plateau, we have the Great Indian Desert, we have coastal plains, and we have the islands. So we are going to study all this right now in this chapter. Now, if we talk about the northern mountains की बात करें तो how high mountain ranges run along the northern boundary of India. तो northern most range है वो है कराकोरम. सेकेंड हाईएस्ट पीक जो है वो है माउंट केटू या माउंट गॉडविन ऑस्टिन जो कि माउंटेन्स में राइज करती है और हाईएस्ट पीक है इंडिया में. साउथ कराकोरम के साउथ जो है वहाँ पे हिमालयास है. हिमालयास का मतलब होता है अबोर्ड ऑफ स्नो. हिमालयास जो होते हैं दे रन फ्रॉम इंडस वैली इन द वेस्ट टू ब्रह्मपुत्र इन द ईस्ट. हिमालयास के अंदर 3 पैरेलल रेंज होती हैं. ठीक है, कौन कौन सी रेंज होती है ये? एक तो आपकी होती है हिमाद्री, हिमाचल और शिवालिक. हिमाद्री आपकी ग्रेट हिमालयास है और अगर हम बात करें आपकी हिमाचल दे आर लेसर हिमालयस और आउटर हिमालयस आपके शिवालिक हैं. देन हिमालयस दे हैव सम ऑफ द हाईएस्ट पीक. इसमें हाईएस्ट पीक जैसे माउंट एवरेस्ट है 8848 किलोमीटर इस क्या इसका रेंज है 8848 मीटर हाईएस्ट पीक है. माउंट कंचनजंगा की हम बात करें तो 8598 मीटर बड़ा है. नंगा पर्वत की बात करें 8126 मीटर. नंदा देवी 7817 मीटर. बद्रीनाथ 7138 मीटर जहाँ पे आप बहुत ज्यादा विजिट करते हो. जस्ट इमेजिन बद्रीनाथ अगर आप जाते हो तो 7138 मीटर हाई है वो आपका. तो मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट रिवर्स जो यहाँ पे फ्लो करते हैं वो है इंडस, गंगा और ब्रह्मपुत्र, राइट. जो नॉर्दर्न माउंटेन है वो थिनली पॉपुलेटेड है. क्यों थिनली पॉपुलेटेड है? ऑब्वियसली वहाँ पे हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड है, ऑक्सीजन की डेफिशिएंसी रहेगी तो वहाँ पे सर्वाइवल थोड़ा सा टफ. Let's come to Northern Plain, which is very fertile areas. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा लोग रहते हैं. यहाँ पे alluvial deposit होता है, which was studied in the past chapters. Northern Plains, very fertile plains. They have been formed by the alluvial deposits of Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra उनकी ट्रिब्यूट से थे. तो नॉर्दर्न इंडिया जो है ये लाई करता है हिमालयस के साउथ में, राइट. जहाँ हिमालयस के साइड में नॉर्दर्न इंडिया आता है. इनका जो लेवल होता है टोपोग्राफी की बात करें यहाँ पे जो एरिया है ये फ्लैट है. नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स लार्जेस्ट प्लेन्स है वर्ल्ड में और इनको इंडो गैग्नेटिक प्लेन्स भी कहते हैं. ये जो प्लेन्स हैं ये फर्टाइल क्यों रहते हैं? बिकॉज इसमें एलुवियल डिपॉजिट आता है. यहाँ पे आपको एक फर्टाइल लैंड मिलता है कल्टीवेशन के लिए. उसके साथ इसके अंदर 3 पार्ट्स आते हैं, पंजाब हरियाणा प्लेन, गंगा प्लेन एंड ब्रह्मपुत्र प्लेन. जो पंजाब हरियाणा प्लेन है उसको सतलुज प्लेन भी कहते हैं. ये जो प्लेन है आपका ये इट इज ड्रेन बाय सतलुज रिवर एंड रवि एंड ब्यास. तो ये वाली 3 रिवर्स इसको ड्रेन करती हैं, उनकी ट्रिब्यूटरीज भी होती हैं. द प्लेन इज अ पार्ट ऑफ द इंडस. अगर हम बात करें तो इंडस बेसिन का पार्ट है और इसमें ये जो मेजर पार्ट है वो पाकिस्तान में आता है, राइट. गंगा प्लेन की बात करें तो इट इज फॉर्म्ड बाय गंगा एंड इट्स ट्रिब्यूटरीज लाइक यमुना, घाघरा, गंडक, कोसी एंड सन, राइट. ब्रह्मपुत्र प्लेन की बात करें तो ब्रह्मपुत्र प्लेन इज फॉर्म्ड बाय ब्रह्मपुत्र रिवर एंड इट्स ट्रिब्यूटरी. ब्रह्मपुत्र ओरिजिनेट करता है तिब्बत से जहाँ पे से सैंगपो कहते हैं. यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरी डिपॉजिट एलिविल brought by the rivers creating a triangle area of land and इसको triangle area of land को आप delta, right. Let's come to Great Indian Desert. We don't have much here because we have studied a lot about Great Indian Desert in the past chapter. Great Indian Desert को Thar Desert भी कहते हैं. ये एक largest arid region है. कहाँ पर? नॉर्थ वेस्टर्न पार्ट में है, इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट में. ये इंडिया में स्पैन करता है और पाकिस्तान में कवर्स एन एरिया ऑफ 2 लाख स्क्वायर किलोमीटर, राइट. यहाँ पर पानी की कमी होती है और यहाँ पे वेजिटेशन बहुत इट इज वेरी लेस वेजिटेशन। यहाँ पे मेन फेमस क्या होता है, सैंड ड्यून, जिनकी जो साइज चेंज होता है विंड की साइज और उनका शेप चेंज होता है विद द एक्शन ऑफ विंड्स। यहाँ पे बहुत कम टाउन्स हैं बिकॉज यहाँ पे पानी की सप्लाई नहीं है, देयर इज लेस वाटर। यहाँ पे इंदिरा गांधी कनाल कैरीज वाटर फ्रॉम द रिवर सतलुज टू द northern part of the desert, which helps a lot in converting this part into a green area. Then is a peninsular plateau. So we have talked about the northern plains, we have talked about the Great Indian Desert. Let's come to the peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau lies to the south of northern plains. The peninsular plateau के अंदर दो मेन पार्ट्स हैं, मालवा प्लेटू और डेक्कन प्लेटू। मालवा प्लेटू जो नॉर्दर्न पार्ट में है, जिसमें आपकी अरावली रेंज वेस्ट में है, विंध्या और सतपुड़ा रेंज आपकी साउथ में है, राइट। तो मालवा प्लेटू, देन इज डेक्कन प्लेटू। डेक्कन प्लेटू जो है वो आपके विंध्यास के साउथ में है और सतपुड़ा रेंजेस के। जो डेक्कन प्लेटू है, इट इज बाउंड बाय हिल्स ऑन द वेस्ट एंड द ईस्ट। वेस्टर्न हिल्स को आप वेस्टर्न घाट्स कहते हैं या शादवीज कहते हैं। वेस्टर्न घाट्स के अंदर सतमाला, नीलगिरी, सन्नामला एंड कॉटमंड हिल्स आते हैं। तो ईस्टर्न हिल्स है वो ईस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन्स की तरफ आती हैं। इनकी जो हमने पढ़ा था ईस्टर्न घाट्स में ना, द एलिवेशन इज लेस बट इट इज होम टू अ लॉट ऑफ मिनरल्स, right? The longest east flowing river Godavari is known as a Ganga of South or Dakshin Ganga. तो दक्षिण गंगा किसको गोदावरी को कहते हैं। The other major rivers flowing into the Bay of Bengal are the Mahanadi, Krishna and Kaveri, right? So we studied about the peninsular plateau के दो parts है, Malwa plateau and the Deccan plateau. We talked about the western Ghats and the eastern Ghats. We talked about the rivers flowing here, Mahanadi, Krishna and Kaveri. Then is a coastal plains. हमने ये भी पढ़ा था अपने प्रीवियस चैप्टर में, वेस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन और ईस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन। वेस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन अरेबियन सी और वेस्टर्न घाट्स के बीच में आते हैं। इसके अंदर ये जो कोस्टल प्लेन है ये बहुत नैरो होते हैं, सिर्फ नर्मदा और तापी इसमें फ्लो करते हैं। और उसके अलावा जो नॉर्दर्न पार्ट ऑफ द प्लेन इज नोन एज कोंकण क्रॉस, सदर्न पार्ट को मालाबार कोस्ट कहते हैं, राइट। सो अगर हम बात करें कि डेल्टा क्या होता है, डेल्टा इज एन एरिया ऑफ लैंड विच इज फॉर्म्ड एट द माउथ ऑफ द रिवर, इट इज ट्रायंगुलर इन शेप। अगर हम बात करें कौन सा सबसे बड़ा डेल्टा है वर्ल्ड में, दैट इज गंगा ब्रह्मपुत्र डेल्टा विच इज ऑल्सो नोन एज सुंदरबन डेल्टा। अब मालाबार कोस्ट के अंदर जो कोस्ट लाइन है वो ब्रोकन है, क्लियर नहीं, इंडेंटेड है, which has given rise to a lot of lagoons and natural harbors. ये जो region है बहुत सुंदर है। The coconut trees along the lagoons of the backyards provide pictures beauty. मतलब it gives it's a treat to us. You would love going there. Then let's come to the eastern coastal plain. The plain that lies between the eastern Ghats and the Bay of Bengal is known as eastern coastal plain. तो आपकी वेस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन जो है बहुत नैरो, ईस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन इज ब्रॉडर देन योर वेस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन। यहाँ पे बहुत सारे रिवर्स लाइक महानदी, गोदावरी, कृष्णा, कावेरी, दे मेक डेल्टास ऑन द ईस्टर्न कोस्टल प्लेन and they drain water into the Bay of Bengal. Southern part of the plain is known as Coromandel Coast and northern part को कहते हैं Northern Circles. Is it clear? Now we have done the coastal plains also. Now let's come to the division of islands. We have studied about the islands also in the past. हमारे पास दो आइलैंड ग्रुप है इंडिया में, एक है अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड इन द बे ऑफ बंगाल एंड लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड इन द अरेबियन सी। दीज आर ऑफ कोरल ओरिजिन लोकेटेड ऑन द कोस्ट ऑफ केरला। अगर हम ये बात करते हैं कौन से हैं, आपके यहाँ पे दो आइलैंड ग्रुप हैं, एक अंडमान निकोबार आइलैंड है बे ऑफ बंगाल में, लक्षद्वीप आइलैंड अरेबियन सी में। ये कोरल रीजन है और दे आर लोकेटेड ऑफ द कोस्ट ऑफ केरला। The Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by a white channel called the 10-degree channel. ये इनको सेपरेट कौन करता है, 10-degree channel. All the physical divisions of India through different structures still form a single geographical unit as they are interdependent. Because अलग अलग चीजें हैं, 5 हमने divisions पढ़ी but ये सब interdependent हैं. The northern plains they are rich in agriculture, provide food for population. While peninsular plateau में हमने पढ़ा plateau क्या दे रहा है हमें, बहुत सारे minerals दे रहा है. अगर हम बात करें माउंटेन्स की, एक पेरिनियल फ्लो ऑफ वाटर दे रहा है हमारी पूरी कंट्री को. सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इंटरैक्शन दैट कीप्स ऑन हैपनिंग in all these plains, right? So there's a lot of interaction that keeps happening and which makes us very diverse. Now let's come to the case study of Uttarakhand. Now if we talk of Uttarakhand has a beautiful topography. It has great geographical feature. We'll be studying about the diverse prominent ecological zones and you would love to know it. अभी कितने लोग देहरादून गए I don't know, but if you study about it you would love to visit this place called Dehradun. And there's a nearby hill station Mussoorie which you would have visited, or if you've not visited, go and have a visit. Beautiful place on our earth which is a must be to visit. उत्तराखंड जो है नॉर्थ इंडिया में है, इसकी कैपिटल सिटी देहरादून है. ये जो है 2 स्टेट से सराउंडेड है, एक हिमाचल प्रदेश और उत्तर प्रदेश, और इसके जो बॉर्डर्स हैं वो नेपाल और चाइना से शेयर होते हैं. इसके अंदर क्या क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें एक फेमस पीक है नंदा देवी और बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ग्लेशियर्स हैं जैसे गंगोत्री। यहाँ पर बहुत सारे रिवर्स भी बहते हैं जैसे गंगा यमुना। इसके अंदर 12 इंपॉर्टेंट इकोलॉजिकल जोन हैं जो आपकी डाइवर्स प्लांट और एनिमल कम्युनिटी को सपोर्ट करती हैं। उत्तराखंड जो है इट इज़ वेरी फेमस फॉर द ब्यूटी, इट इज़ फेमस फॉर द हिमालयन रेंज एंड ग्लेशियर, और यहाँ पे बहुत सारे फॉरेस्ट हैं। इट इज़ एन आइडियल प्लेस फॉर हाइकिंग, ट्रेकिंग, एंजॉइंग लॉन्ग वॉक्स थ्रू फील्ड्स, हिल्स एंड माउंटेन्स। ये जो स्टेट है इट इज सिग्निफिकेंट एज ओरिजिन ऑफ गंगा एंड यमुना रिवर्स व्हिच आर फेड बाय न्यूमरस लेक्स, ग्लेशियर एंड स्ट्रीम्स इन द रीजन। उत्तराखंड के अंदर दो पार्ट हैं, इस उत्तराखंड को हम दो रीजन्स में डिवाइड करते हैं, एक तो आपका गढ़वाल रीजन है, कुमायूं रीजन है। और उत्तराखंड का अपने में मतलब होता है नॉर्थ कंट्री इन संस्कृत। अगर हम उत्तराखंड का मतलब देखें संस्कृत में, इसका मतलब होता है नॉर्थ कंट्री। Now let's come to the historical overview. Uttarakhand has a rich history that dates back to prehistoric times as evident by the ancient rock paintings, Paleolithic stone tools and megaliths found in this region. While early scriptures mention several tribes that inhabited this area, let us know about the early history of Uttarakhand. तो यहाँ पे ज़्यादा नॉलेज नहीं है, बस ये मालूम है कि पहाड़ी जो थे वो डोमिनेंट ट्राइब्स यहाँ जो यहाँ रहते थे अभी भी रहते हैं। दिस रीजन came into existence 2000 in 2000 as a new state। इसको एक अलग रिकग्निशन 2000 में गवर्नमेंट ने दिया था। इसके अंदर ना बहुत सारे डेवलपमेंट हुए हैं विद अ फोकस टू हैव ग्रेट इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एंड रिड्यूस पॉवर्टी एंड अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट। बिकॉज भी अगर हम बात करेंगे आगे पढ़ेंगे कि यहाँ पर एग्रीकल्चर पॉसिबल नहीं है, सिर्फ 20% जनता एग्रीकल्चर के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है। आर्किटेक्चर की बात करें, एक हिल स्टेट है, इसके अंदर बहुत यूनिक स्टाइल है आर्किटेक्चर का जो यहाँ पे यूज होता है। ये लोग वुड और स्टोन यूज करते हैं। ट्रेडिशनल आर्किटेक्चर जो है वो कंफर्ट देता है, एनर्जी एफिशिएंसी होता है, दिस रेजिस्टेंस टू डिजास्टर। अब कैसे बना है, कंफर्ट है, ब्यूटी है, उसके बाद एनर्जी एफिशिएंट है, और ये भी कि कोई डिजास्टर की कभी कोई भी एवलांच आ गया, कोई भी नेचुरल डिजास्टर हो तो वो सर्वाइव कर पाए। Some notable features of this architecture include settlement built in a linear pattern to maximum sunlight. Buildings placed along the contours to minimize distribution to take care of the distribution. And if we talk about uh, its beauty, if it is if to maximum sunlight, and buildings are placed along contours to minimize disturbance of the terrain, and the use of stone walls timber क्योंकि इसमें जो है कि it can be an insulator, right? So clay and dung are also used for insulation, while sloping roofs drain the rainwater. Now, the Koti Banal region, having developed sophisticated earthquake resistant style, is as early as 1080. Historical importance क्या समझते हैं इसका। उत्तराखंड located in northern India boasts a rich historical and cultural heritage shaped by Hinduism and Buddhism. This state is a home to revered Hindu shrines like the Kedarnath temple, Badrinath temple, as well as historic forts with the types of Gurkha regime. Rishikesh and Haridwar are capital cities for Hindus, and Uttarakhand is crisscrossed by ancient pilgrimage routes like the चार धाम यात्रा। हम चार धाम यात्रा करें तो हमें उत्तराखंड जाना होता है, इसमें हम 5 यात्रा भी करते हैं। भागेश्वर टेम्पल, मुक्तेश्वर टेम्पल, ये एक एंशियंट टेम्पल्स हैं। और उसके अलावा हम नंदा देवी बायोस्फीयर रिजर्व है जो ब्यूटी को दिखाता है। उत्तराखंड का अगर हम हिस्टोरिकल हेरिटेज देखें, इट इज ट्रेजर ट्रोव waiting to be explored, offering a captivating journey through time. Now people are going to more location, they're finding out more location in Uttarakhand which are free to arise, which provide us a lot of recreational sport and many other things. We go to Rishikesh, so you have a lot of recreational stuff which you would love to enjoy. अब लोग यहाँ रहते हैं वो कैसे हैं, इनका डाइवर्स कल्चर हेरिटेज है। जैसे यहाँ पे 2 सेक्टर्स हैं, एक गढ़वाली और कुमायूं। अब इनका जो कल्चर है दे आर कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय डिस्टिंक्ट ट्रेडिशन, रिलीजन, फेस्टिवल, फोक डांस एंड म्यूजिक। इनका प्राइमरी अगर हम बात करें गढ़वाल रीजन के लोग गढ़वाली बोलते हैं, और उसके अलावा ये लोग नर्सरी, मराठी, जारी और सैलानी भी बोलते हैं। गढ़वाल के जो लोग हैं वो कहाँ से आए हैं, राजपूत हैं, ब्राह्मण हैं, ट्राइबल्स हैं। कुमायूं जो लोग हैं वो 13 डायलेक्ट बोलते हैं इंक्लूडिंग पहाड़ी and other languages which include, and they talk of folk literature which includes myths, heroes, heroines and characters from the Ramayana and Mahabharata. The festivals in the regions are celebrated with great enthusiasm and showcase the traditional dance forms like Chalriya, while Kumayu Holi is accompanied by music. The Harela festival marks the onset of rainy season, while Bitharu revolves around agriculture. So ये लोग festivals मनाते हैं। अब बात करते हैं खाने की। खाना, इनका खाना बहुत यूनिक होता है, बहुत डिफरेंट होता है। दे ऑफर अ लॉट ऑफ न्यूट्रिशियस फूड सो दैट इट कैन प्रोवाइड अ लॉट ऑफ वार्मथ इन दैट प्लेस। उत्तराखंड का cuisine जो है, it is a reflection of people and the resources available in that region. It gives a variety of dishes that are not only nutritious but also a simple way to prepare and appeal to the palate. तो वो सिंपल वे में बनाए जाते हैं, आपको बहुत टेस्टी, डिलेक्टेबल, डेलिश भी लगते हैं और बहुत न्यूट्रिशियस भी होते हैं. अगर हम बात करें गढ़वाल रीजन के, वहाँ के लोग जो हैं वो डिशेस खाते हैं चेंसू, कॉफली, बादी, ढोली, फानू, घाट के परांठे, ये सब वो खाते हैं. क्या? चेंसू, कॉफली, बादी, राइट. चेंसुबादी तो नाम आप याद रख लो. अगर हम बात करते हैं कुमायूं रीजन की, ये लोग खाते हैं जोला, कापा, सिसनुक साग, आलू गुट्टक, दुक्के, तो ये सब चीजें खाते हैं. इनकी साइड डिशेस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट and they're deeply connected to the people. The cuisine of Uttarakhand is unique and unconventional, influenced by the geography of the region and loved by even the pilgrims who will go and visit the shrines and the locals also. If we talk of economic activity, as I touch base on this topic, that economically, यहाँ पे agriculture जो दूसरी जगह पे बहुत अच्छा हमें वेटेज देता है लाइवलीहुड को सस्टेन करने के लिए, यहाँ पे सिर्फ 20% of the land is possible used for cultivation and otherwise 60% जो जनता है वहाँ पे वो इंडस्ट्रीज में काम करती है. उसके अलावा एनिमल हस्बेंड्री पर फोकस है. जब शीप रेयरिंग होती है, गोट्स रेयरिंग होती है, और ये यहाँ पे उत्तराखंड के अंदर बहुत सारे फॉरेस्ट हैं. सो इट कैसे पैसा आता है? by providing fuel, wood, lumber and other raw materials for manufacture. So if we talk of the economic relevance here, only 20% of the land is available. Of 20% is used by the agriculture. 20% of the people is engaged in agriculture, but remaining here 60% is basically busy in the industrial work, right? Then local belief. Uttarakhand, located in northern India, boasts a diverse religious landscape and encompasses Hinduism, Buddhism and many other different systems. It is renowned for multitude of temples and pilgrimage sites, with Hinduism being the predominant religion. अब आता है कि हमने ये समझ लिया कि उत्तराखंड के अंदर क्या क्या सुंदरता है, क्या क्या रीजन्स हैं, क्या क्या इकोनॉमिक लोकल बिलीव्स हैं. नाउ अंडरस्टैंड द इन्वायरमेंटल सेंसिटिविटी. अब हमने सारे 5 डिवीजन पढ़े, अब इनको सस्टेन करने के लिए हमारा क्या रोल है, लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दैट. Sensitivity towards the environment refers to an awareness and consideration of the impact that human activities have on the natural world. It involves recognizing the interconnectedness between human and the health of ecosystem, and as well as acknowledging the importance of preserving biodiversity, maintaining the ecological balance and promoting sustainability. अगर हम ऐसा करेंगे तो we'll promote a harmonious balance, promoting sustainability. Sensitivity towards the environment is crucial. Why? Because we foster a sustainable and harmonious relation between humans and the natural world. It involves a mindset that values the earth ecosystem, appreciating the interconnectedness of all living things and actively works towards a healthy and a more sustainable planet. अगर हम इसका ध्यान रखेंगे तो हम अपने planet को और sustainable बनाएंगे. We are going to gift our future generation with something which we have inherited from our ancestors, right? अगर हम बात करें, let's take one by one. So हम बात करें हिमालयाज की. अब हम बात करें हिमालयाज की. हिमालयाज, the Indian subcontinent and the broader Asian region greatly rely on इकोलॉजिकल इंपॉर्टेंस ऑफ हिमालय. हिमालयस के ऊपर इंडियन सब कॉन्टिनेंट बहुत ज्यादा निर्भर है. वाई? बिकॉज इट गिव्स राइज टू न्यूमरस रिवर्स लाइक गंगा, ब्रह्मपुत्र, यमुना एंड इंडस. मेन 4 रिवर्स को यहाँ पे सपोर्ट करता है. अब इन रिवर्स की वजह से देयर इज अबंडेंट बायोडाइवर्सिटी. द हिमालयन रेंज इज होम टू मेनी डिफरेंट प्लांट एंड एनिमल स्पीशीज. So we have to regulate not only the climate, we also have to take care of all these species, because there are several endangered species which find their habitat in the Himalayan region. So we have to increase our focus on conservation efforts, sustainable development and addressing the challenges posed by the climate change in the Himalayas. When we talk of Thar Desert, which is the arid region, which is also known as Great Indian Desert, this is a part which is situated in the northwestern part of India. It spans in, it is in India and Pakistan. It covers 2 lakh square kilometers of area. Now, इसमें इस environment में क्या problem होगी? पानी की कमी है, scarcity है, water की dearth, DEARTH, dearth is scarcity only. So there is water scarcity. जब water scarcity होगी तो क्या होगा? Drought होगा, soil erosion होगी, biodiversity loss होगा और livelihood challenges होगी. अब इनको कैसे आप address कर सकते हो? By taking care of sustainable water management, by growing more trees, that is afforestation. आपका community based conservation effort हो, climate change adaptation strategies हो. When you do all this, it helps in building the well-being of Thar deserts and its inhabitants. When we talk of coastal region, जो एरिया आपके पानी के पास है उनके अंदर भी बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स हैं. लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द रिस्क एंड अंडरस्टैंड हाउ कैन वी cater to that risk. So they support diverse ecosystem like mangroves, estuaries, coral reefs and beaches. They provide ecological services, support biodiversity. They play a crucial role in the livelihood of people living in coastal areas. But still they have a lot of challenges. Challenges like ये जगह रिस्क पर क्यों है, क्योंकि सी के पास है तो कई बार सी का लेवल बढ़ जाता है. राइजिंग सी लेवल कुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम. देन यहाँ पे salinity of water could increase, which would be a problem. Erosion of coastline would be a problem. Displacement of communities would be a problem. Low-lying areas, including many coastal regions, are particularly vulnerable to the impact of sea level rise. तो वहाँ पे कई बार बाढ़ आ गई, वो पूरा बह गया. Then coastal areas are often impacted by pollution also from industrial waste, which we can stop, right, by using the organic things and by stopping the sewage and plastic waste pollution. They affect the water quality. They affect the marine life, they affect the overall health of coastal ecosystem. So efforts to manage and reduce pollution is essential for environmental sustainability. Then rapid urbanization, हमने पढ़ा था rapid urbanization coast के पास क्यों है, because वहाँ पे पानी है, वहाँ पे ports, bustling ports हैं. इसको भी ना it can lead to habitat loss, increased pollution and altered hydrological patterns. So इस पर भी अगर एक control हो, then this can be curbed. Then let's come to Peninsula Plateau. So we have seen the problems in Himalayas, the challenges in Thar Desert, challenges in coastal region. Now let's study the challenges in the Peninsula Plateau and the island. Peninsula Plateau, India का जो है, it is a vast region. It has complex geological history and diverse ecological setting. It covers a significant portion of Indian subcontinent and it's home to ecosystem, landscapes, and natural resources. The environmental sensitivity of Peninsula Plateau is influenced by several factors like deforestation, land use change, mining activities, land degradation, human settlement, and urbanization. Addressing the environmental sensitivity of Peninsula Plateau, it requires a holistic approach, and we have to use sustainable land practice, we have to have conservation efforts, we have to have the community involvement. So how can we do that? By implementing and enforcing environmental regulation, promoting sustainable resource management, and raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity, we can curb this and we can maintain the long-term health of Peninsula Plateaus. When we come to islands, the islands of India, both in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea, they are unique. They are unique ecosystem with distinct environmental sensitivity. These islands face a range of challenges related to biodiversity conservation, climate change, and sustainable development. Some key aspects of environmental sensitivity towards the islands of India are biodiversity, endemic species, natural disaster, then environmental tourism impact. So sustainable development अगर होगा, conservation initiatives होंगे, community engagement होगा, तो ये सारे challenges को आप meet कर सकते हैं. Collaborative efforts involving government agencies, local communities, non-government organizations, and the private sector, they are very important in long-term health and sustainability of these ecosystems. So we have to take care of these unique and fragile ecosystems. I hope you enjoy learning it, and I hope you are now going to be very sensitive when it comes to your growth and the growth of the nature. Let's come to question answers. Take the correct answer. Which river does not contribute टू द नॉर्दर्न इंडियन प्लेन्स? अगर हम बात करें कौन सा रिवर ऐसा है जो नहीं कंट्रीब्यूट करता नॉर्दर्न इंडियन प्लेन्स, दैट इज गोदावरी, राइट. Then, which mountain ranges is the northernmost of India? Karakoram. Which is the capital city of Uttarakhand? Dehradun. Which ocean washes the southern tip of Indian subcontinent? That is the Indian Ocean. What major rivers originate from the Himalayas in Uttarakhand? So, if we talk of the major rivers that originate are the Ganga and the Yamuna. What percent of Uttarakhand land is suitable for cultivation? It is only the 20% land is available. Then, the Thar Desert is in the southeastern part of Indian continent. No. The Eastern Ghats lie along the western coastal plains of India. So if we talk of this, no. The traditional architecture of Uttarakhand emphasizes energy efficiency and disaster resistance. Yes. The Thar Desert is situated in the southeastern part of Indian subcontinent. No. In Uttarakhand, cuisine is known for being complex and difficult to prepare. No, it is not complex. It is very easy to prepare, right? Name the two rivers that form deltas on eastern coastal plain. The two rivers that form deltas are the Mahanadi and the Godavari. The two distinct parts of Peninsula Plateau, they are the Malwa Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. Which channel separates the Andaman and Nicobar Island? The 10-degree channel separates the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Two distinct cultural regions of Uttarakhand are there are two different regions. We have studied the two different regions are the Garhwali and the Kumaon. Both of them, they have different culture. They use different language to speak. Garhwal speak the Garhwali and Kumaon speak the Kumaon language. They have different dialects used for them. Then what are the traditional dishes from Garhwal regions of Uttarakhand? If we have studied the different food which we have studied in both the states of Uttarakhand. They have, and if we talk of the Garhwal region, they are known for their dishes like chensu, kopli, badi, jhali, panu. And if we talk of the Kumaon, they eat food like zola, kapa, sisnuk saag, aloo guttak, dukke, chotkani. This is like these are the foods eaten by the people over here, right? Then let's come to the major economic activities in Uttarakhand and how are they influenced by the region geography. We have studied this properly. We have seen that Uttarakhand is a beautiful place which is very famous for its natural beauty. Along with the natural beauty, it is basically famous for peaks like Nanda Devi, glaciers like Gangotri, rivers like Ganga and Yamuna, and it has 12 prominent ecological zones. Now, it is not only a treat to eyes to visit this place, it is densely forested. It is very famous for trekking, hiking, enjoying long walks through fields, hills, and mountains, and it is divided into two regions as Garhwal and Kumaon, famous for their respective tribes. Then, if we talk of the, let's come to the questions in detail. Discuss the geographical and cultural diversity of Indian subcontinent. Indian subcontinent is diverse, huge. It offers a lot of diversity to our country, providing us with Himalayas, which is situated in the north. It also, along with the Himalayas, it has beautiful rivers flowing through it. It is very diverse. Then if we talk of the different languages, it is the birthplace of major religions like Hinduism, Sikhism, Islam, etc. It also has a lot of culture, languages, religion, and tradition which contributes to its identity. So if we talk of the diversity, we have Himalayan mountains, northern plains, Great Indian Desert, uneven plateau surface, and coast and islands. So we have a lot of different type of climate, different type of wildlife, different type of plant species. So it is very famous for the diversity and culture, but we all stand united. So it is also the most populated part in the world, and it is known for its diversity. Clear? All has to go in this answer. That's why I told you what all has to be written when you are answering this question. Now, let's come to the next question. The next question is, explain the physical features of Uttarakhand, highlighting its topography and major ecological zones. In this, if we talk about the sixth question, I think we missed on it. The major economic activities in Uttarakhand is we have only agriculture as a 20. We have just 20% of the land available for agriculture. But if we talk of other activities, this animal husbandry, 60% of people are working in factories. They are also dependent on export of wood because wood is available here. Then let's come to question number 2. Explain the physical features of Uttarakhand, highlighting its topography and major ecological zones. We have studied that Uttarakhand is a place which is not only a treat to eyes, it also has a lot of beautiful things. It has beautiful peaks, it has beautiful rivers, it is known for its lush green forests. It is also known for hiking, trekking, and other major sports. So it has 12 ecological zones. Discuss the environmental challenges faced with coastal areas. So coastal areas are the areas which are near to the coast. They bring in a lot of money to the country, but along with that, they have a lot of challenges which they have to address. They are at a risk of the raising sea levels, which can inundate the place with a lot of water. They can be washed away. Along with that, their increase in salinity would be a major challenge for them. Not only this, the pollution by the industries are a major threat, and in case we take care of this, for sustainable measure, we have to take care of the pollution which is being disposed by the industries. We have to take care of sustainable measures, and we have to take care of rapid urbanization so that we can curb the challenges faced by people living in the coastal area. Now elaborate on the ecological importance of Himalayas and the role they play in regulating the climate of the Indian subcontinent. Himalayas, which are the abode of snow, they are a major home to many different rivers, and they are source to a lot of perennial rivers that irrigate our crops throughout the year. But Himalayas also have a lot of challenges, because Himalayas, they are an area which they support a lot of plants and wildlife. So they also inhabit a lot of endangered species. So the threat is that we need to have environmental sustainability. We have to take care of the climate change and all these things, so that we can regulate, because all these things, they regulate the climate of Indian subcontinent. You have to refer to this page to answer this. I'll show it on the screen as well, right? So line from this, so you have to mention all this, that the Indian subcontinent gives rise to Himalayas, which is a region of major rivers like Ganga, Brahmaputra, Yamuna and Indus, where there is abundant biodiversity. It is a home to diverse range of plants and animal species. They have a crucial role in regulating the climate, not only in Indian subcontinent but in surrounding areas. Several endangered species also find their habitat here. So what do we need to do? We have to have an increased focus on conservation efforts, sustainable development, and addressing the challenges posed by climate change. Now the next question is what problems that are faced by the Thar Desert. Right? Examine the impact of human activities on environmental sensitivity of the Thar Desert and suggest the strategies for the sustainable development. Now go back to the Thar Desert concern. The Thar Desert, it spans in India and Pakistan. It covers an area of 22 lakh kilometers, 2 lakh square kilometers. It has a lot of threats lying, because the concern is water scarcity. There are a lot of droughts, the biodiversity loss, and wildlife. How do we approach to this thing? We need to have sustainable water management. We need to grow a lot of trees, afforestation, the community-based conservation efforts. We also need to work on climate change adaptation strategy. If we do this, we will be able to manage the resilience and the well-being of the people living in the Thar Desert. Right? So this was all about your chapter, in which we studied about the Himalayas, we studied about the Northern Plain, we studied about the Thar Desert, we studied about the plateaus, we studied about the islands, we studied about all these beautiful things which is contributing for our growth in the country, and we as human beings need to take care, because it is very important. Nurture nature, better future. The best way to take care of a land is to consider it as a mother, and if we do so, we are definitely going to preserve it for a further generation. I hope you learned it well. Happy learning.